Hey there, mums and dads. Have you ever managed to capture your teens' attention long enough to explain to them what an excess or deductible is on their insurance? In this video, I'm going to share with you a letter I wrote to my kids using some recent natural disasters to explain to them exactly what an excess is. Yes, I know, boring topic, but they need to know about it. Welcome to day 22 of this 366-day journey to teach my kids everything they need to know about money. Today we're looking at insurance. Now, as I've said before, insurance is one of the most boring topics there is, and explaining it to my kids can take a bit of time, but I've been helped recently by the fact that there have been a few natural disasters here in Canberra, and as a result of that, it's made talking to my kids about insurance so much easier. So today I'm explaining to them what an excess is, and I think overseas they call it a deductible, but what an excess is on an insurance policy. So this is a letter that I've written to my kids to explain what could be a potentially very boring subject. Hey kids, yesterday you asked me if we were going to get the pool cover replaced after the hailstorm we had a couple of weeks ago. Sadly, our nice new pool cover does now have a few holes in it, which will affect the 10-year warranty. While it would be nice to get the pool cover replaced under insurance, there is a problem. The pool cover is not considered as part of the house. It is considered as contents, i.e. extra stuff, the stuff we have in the house that's not actually attached to the house. Now, you're probably wondering, well, what's so hard about that? Well, every time we make a claim, we have to pay $500. This is called the excess or deductible. Right now, we have to pay $500 on our claim for damage to the house. The repair bill could easily be more than $10,000. So paying the $500 makes sense, and it's an easy decision. But the pool cover is only worth $1,000, and it still works fine and probably will work fine for another 5 years or so. So it's a much harder decision to spend $500 on the excess. Now, the reason I'm telling you this is that to make you aware that there are lots of different types of insurances to help cover all those big and unexpected expenses we would face in life. I also wanted to make you aware that before you can claim on insurances, you typically have to pay an excess, which can sometimes mean that it's just not worthwhile claiming on insurance. I suspect our pool cover will be a good example of this. Love, Dad. So there we go, mums and dads. So much easier to explain certain principles to our kids when we've got a real life, relevant example that they can actually relate to. So here are 3 really key points from today's video. Firstly, there are lots of different types of insurances that we can use to offset the risks of big unexpected expenses. Secondly, before insurances will replace or fix whatever has been damaged or lost, we typically need to pay an excess, and this can be anywhere between $500 and $1,000, and on cars sometimes it's a lot more, especially if you've got a driver under 25. And then the last thing is, sometimes because you do have to pay an excess, claiming just isn't worthwhile. And there we go. It's such a good way, using sort of real life examples that our kids can relate to is such a good way of explaining some of these financial principles, rather than just making it a boring lecture. Use examples or storytelling, I guess, is a much more powerful way to teach our kids. And to continue following my journey as I teach my kids everything they need to know about money over the next 12 months, please click on the subscribe button, my left, your right, click on that button, and together we can teach our kids everything they need to know about money so they can live their lives, pursue their dreams free of money worries.